What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I see in the title's going down. Make sure y'all hit that like with the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it in the title. Let's jump right into it.
All right, well, it's time for another pop culture roundoff. Starting off with The View co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin. She might have to end up wearing a MAGA hat after she made this promise last month. Listen.
If he does good, if he gets the Israeli hostages out, I promise I will wear a MAGA hat for one day on the show and say, thank you for doing it. Yeah. She'll knock it right off my head. But like, you have to be able to cheer for wins when they...
Me personally, I'm going to be 100 with y'all. She, out of all those hosts, like, not even like being like funny, like how I look at it, I don't want none of them. Like, I ain't even trying to be like that. I don't want none of them deserve to even put on a Trump hat. None of like nothing like that. None of them at all. They don't deserve to put on no Trump. They don't even the way that they talk, the way that they do. Even Alyssa, y'all know Alyssa. She secretly does these things, bro. She secretly does these things, and she'll say this, about Trump, and you'll see it seems like she'll. Say something cool and say something, but then it'll go back and she'll say something completely like off the wall. Like, bro, like, what are you talking about? None of these ladies, I'm telling you, when it comes to all these ladies, they real weird, real weird. They're disrespectful. They put out fake news. Every last one of them. And honestly, it came to a point, y'all know I said in plenty of my videos, I'm not a fan of Alyssa, and yeah, she says, something sometimes that makes sense. She's probably the only one on there that'll probably say something that makes sense. But out of all of them, I don't even want to see them with no Trump.
Happen and then call out relentlessly the wrongdoing.
Well, here to discuss is Fox News contributor, my friend Mary Katherine Ham. You're the perfect person to have on today. So what do you make of this?
I think that she will look great in red. We can already see it. And a bet is a bet, as every dude or lady who lost their fantasy football league knows and is being mercilessly tortured by their friends right now. You have to make good when you make these promises, and no wiggle room about the fact that Biden did it and not Trump.
She said that. And my thing is, too, I'm going to be 100 with y'all. When it comes to ABC or, I don't know who. I'm pretty sure ABC. They're not gonna want her. They're not even gonna let her wear that hat on air. She might. I don't even see. That's just something that she said. I obviously don't see it happening, but I don't see. Me personally, her. I would actually be surprised. I'd be real surprised to that. But she made that promise, so I don't know.
Because even the State Department has given Trump a lot of credit for this.
Absolutely, there's no way Joe Biden can take credit for it. But it is kind of extra delicious because Alyssa Farah was a Trump spokesperson who turned on him, and now she has to admit not just that he won and won big time, but he's actually bringing hostages home and ending this terrible war in Gaza.
Exactly. And what I find crazy about the whole situation, I'm gonna show y'all a clip of it, is that Biden basically didn't give Trump, Biden administration, none of them didn't give Trump any type of credit that he made that happen. And that's what gets on my nerves, bro. That I don't understand that too. I really don't understand that. For the people that's been posting saying, oh, Biden administration and Trump administration, they both got it done and this, that, and other. Man, that was Trump. That's what I'm gonna be real with y'all. That was Trump's doing. He doing stuff and he ain't even in the White House yet.
Between Gaza and Israel.
Yeah, and I think the principle is correct. Applaud what works and criticize what doesn't. Period. That's actually a very good position. So let's keep to it.
All right, let's see if she actually does.
I don't know. She might do it. Let me I want to check out this video though so I can show y'all what was said by Biden.
Thank you.
Books credit for this, Mr. President, you or Trump?
Is that a joke? Oh.
That man said, is that a joke? And my thing is Kamala looked dead at him when the question was asked and smirked. She knows. That's the crazy thing. She knows, bro. She knows who's doing was this. It was Trump. I'm telling you. Look at that smirk.
Is that a joke? Oh. Thank you.
Honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like this is probably I think this is probably the last time you will actually see Kamala doing, this is probably the last time. I think you see her on social media, you know, with I don't see much of Kamala's face anymore. I don't think we will. And I don't think nobody's mad about it either. Let's check out
What
this
was
one.
interesting to me was that he said that they've been working with the incoming Trump transition team, that they've all been speaking with one voice, speaking as one team. But when asked about who gets the credit for this deal, him or Trump, he said this was the exact same deal that I proposed May 31st of this year, or last year, rather. He didn't give any of the credit to Trump. But remember what Trump said quite emphatically back on January 7th. Listen here.
If those hostages aren't back, I don't want to hurt your negotiation. If they're not back by the time I get into office, all hell will break out in the Middle East. Can you elaborate? And it will not be good.
Somebody said, "Can you elaborate?" We know what that means, bro. We know what that means. And they know what that means too.
All hell will break out in the Middle East. Can you elaborate? And it will not be good for Hamas, and it will not be good, frankly, for anyone.
All right, so consider this for a moment. Biden said it's exactly the same deal that he proposed in May of last year, yet it doesn't get done until today. So what changed in that ensuing time period, with the exception of Trump saying multiple times, all hell will break loose in the Middle East if the hostages don't get released?
We'll put that to Shannon Bream as she joins our coverage here, fresh off the president's remarks. Fox News Sunday anchor and chief legal correspondent. Welcome to you, Shannon. Many may be asking themselves that exact question in this moment. What did change if this was the deal he put on the table last May and it's being put together and followed through on now?
Yeah, that's something I asked the Vice President-elect, J.D. Vance, about on Sunday. We talked about this, that comment by President Trump about all hell breaking loose. What Vance said to me is like, listen, world leaders and people know that Trump means it and that there will be dire consequences for Hamas if this deal doesn't get done. At that same time, as you guys have talked about, Steve Witkoff, who has been the envoy for the Trump administration.
But I feel like that too, like that just goes to show you like how Biden, obviously like how Biden didn't get nothing done. But just Biden, like how people take him as a joke. But as soon as Trump say one thing, all hell gonna break loose. Everybody getting their act together. I'm telling you, everybody was already getting their act together when they seen Trump won the election. But I feel like, you know, when he got to speak up about some stuff, he dead serious. And that's what I feel like a lot of these, you know, world leaders, they seeing like, oh yeah, this man, he is serious.
On this deal, on these negotiations, was in the region this weekend trying to get this thing done as well. And it's possible they're all working together. But Vance is very clear, as I'm sure the president-elect would also say, he believes that it's the threats that actually got the needle moving. And when I pressed Vance on that, what exactly does that mean? He said it's empowering and allowing Israel to do what it has to do to wipe out everything left of Hamas. But it's also financial sanctions and tough crackdowns on people who are enabling terrorism within that region. It goes beyond just Hamas. So clearly there was a broader message that there would be, quote, hell to pay in that region.
So the hostage families have weighed in, lest their concerns and the concerns of the hostages get lost in who's getting or taking credit for all of this. They just released this statement. This is the Hostages and Missing Families Forum headquarters. We, the families of 98 hostages, welcome with overwhelming joy and relief the agreement to bring our loved ones home. We wish to express our profound gratitude to President-elect Trump, President Biden, both administrations, and the international mediators for making this possible. Don't forget,
Bro, this is Trump, bro.
These
Trump
are families who have been waiting in anguish for 466 days for their loved ones to come home. And while many of them may not come home alive, they will at least get some sense of closure that their loved ones are back on Israeli soil if this deal, in fact, does go through.
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all one thing, bro. You know, how I look at it is that they have to stop throwing Biden's name in it, bro. That's just me. Trump is getting things moving and along, and he, again, is not in the White House yet, bro. You got Biden that's been in there for 4 years, and he ain't did nothing. Nothing at all. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm one thing about it. You know, prayers going out, you know, to these families. Me personally, I always look at, you know, I try to find a positive out of, you know, everything. And I'm a person that, you know, is not, you know, too rude, too disrespectful, you know, when it comes to, you know, these certain things. But one thing that I can tell y'all is I am so glad that Trump is getting in that White House, because there's obviously a lot that needs change. And I'm tired of hearing, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm tired of hearing Biden and Harris, and that they've done anything, because they haven't at all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Let me know y'all comments and thoughts down below. Catch y'all next one.